So we're going to stir up a little bit of dirt and stir the pot with this quote from the Observer and then maybe get your perspective and truth on this situation. Quote says, Vince was pushing Del Rio to be more aggressive and more physical to not work the sometimes softer lucha style. And he pretty much needs to come across as projecting more of a killer in the ring, and that's why Del Rio's forearms and kicks have been harder in the last week or two. Is this true that Vince was telling Del Rio to lay it in and kick some, and make it real?
Yeah, well, look, so I love the athleticism and acrobatics that go together with doing a great lucha match. I love to watch a good lucha match, but he can't just be another lucha guy. He's a big, muscular, beautiful man. You know what I mean? Like he needs to stand out. And so what Vince was trying to do was just get him away from the lucha thing. We can go back to there. If you work with, you work with a Ray or whoever, we'll go back to your lucha background and we'll stay focused on your lucha heritage. But yeah, he needed a butt kicker in there, and Del Rio had done some shoot fighting before, so it was like, hey, I don't need you to beat people up, but we need you to be aggressive and get on people. And we were running with him. You saw he beat Cena in that pay-per-view we just talked about, Last Man Standing. So they were pushing him, that's for sure.
So with that comment, we don't need to beat people up, but we want to make. Do you think that gives talent the liberty to say, I'm gonna be pretty liberal?
Yeah, I'm gonna be stiff in there. And look, that's the difference. Is if it were me and they came to me and told me that, I would go right to my opponent that night and go, hey, so they want me to be excessive in my physical violence or aggression, so I'm going to do that, but I'll be as safe as I can, and I'll take it as good as I give it. And so that way, at least we know going in, I'm not just taking liberties with you.
Right.
I'm following orders, and I need to be more aggressive and more. And if that means stiff, then that's what it means. I'm still going to be safe, but I might get snug with you. And we would just have that conversation. And look, I've had that conversation with a lot of people going out there for hardcore matches. Is look, I bring that crap, and I expect you to bring it too. Because if you don't hit me and I sell something, I'm going to be mad. You know what I mean? Like if you do something behind my back and I don't sell it, you just ruined our wrestling match. So, I don't know.
When Vince has a directive like that, is that something that he talks to the talent himself, or does he pass it to you as the producer to then pass on to your talent?
So he would pass it to the talent themselves, but he would also pass it to the producers. It would be a note made sure of, and somebody like Johnny or the lead producer would say
redundancy.
The next day at TV or whenever would say, hey, friendly reminder, we've asked him to work a little more aggressive, so we want to stay on that. Whoever's producing his match, you know what I mean? So the message would get out there.
I prepped you that this was going to be a 3-parter, but this third part comes in 6 different subsections. No, I'm just kidding.
Subset A.
Can you share a story of a receipt you gave to another wrestler and a story about a receipt you got from a wrestler? I like this one.
Yeah, that is a good one. So I don't think I ever gave a receipt to anybody, like got them back. I think it was just a very physical affair every time we were out there. I do remember the one time
That's the best new wrestling shirt. Wrestling, it's a very physical affair.
That's actually very good. But, oh crap, physical affair. Not this again. Bradshaw. Is that where we were at?
No, we're past Bradshaw. We're just on receipts.
Oh, well, that's why I was going to say Bradshaw. Like, when I remember working with him when we would work in Milwaukee and Chicago, and we'd do 2-a-days. And we'd do an afternoon show in Milwaukee or Chicago and then drive to the other town or Green Bay or whatever, like right along in that Midwest area. And so we had a 2 o'clock show, and Bradshaw was in the ring, and I tagged in, and I did something, and I rolled over there and punched Bradshaw in the forehead really hard. Like, did it on purpose because I was messing with him. Did it and then went and tagged out and never got back in the ring. So I got him, and I knew he never had a chance to get me back. Well, we were driving to the next town, and Billy reminded me, we're working with these guys again. And so like 5 hours later, I was there to Bradshaw going, please, man, I'm sorry I hit you that hard. I was just trying to backtrack out of it. But he gave me a whooping like he did every time.
Amazing.
It was amazing, man. We beat the crap out of each other, and and then you go back and you just hug, and you go like, what the world are we doing?
And that's what we got for the week.